Good morning, afternoon, and evening from wherever you are watching from, and welcome to Belinda's Country Living. Today's video, I'm going to be making Salisbury steak smothered in gravy. Now, if you've been following my videos, I did a meatloaf, 2 or 3 days ago. And I saved half of the meat mixture for this Salisbury steak. So let's get started. It's a very simple, easy recipe. You'll have dinner on the table in, I would say, around 30 minutes. Now what I'm going to be doing is taking the Salisbury steak with gravy and laying it right on top of mashed potatoes. So let's get started. What you're going to need is you're going to need an onion. You're going to need beef broth. You're going to need a little vegetable oil or cooking oil, whatever it is that you use. Now, this is what I saved from the meatloaf I did a few days ago. Already got mine already prepped up. I am using an electric skillet. Hope y'all can see this. And I've got my electric skillet on 400. I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this, just to start out with, so that my steaks won't stick. Now let's just patty these out. Now, and I'm just going to put little dents in the top. Now these are going to be small. I've got 4 of them. So, and you just drop them in your skillet. If you don't have an electric skillet, you could do this in a frying pan on your stove top. See how I'm just making a little loaf, like a little meatloaf? Like I said, I made a meatloaf, so this is what I'm doing. So again, I just put my little dents in them. However you make your meatloaf, hey, cut it in half and you got dinner for your next meal. Wash my hands. Now I'm going to turn my electric skillet down to about 350. And when these are brown on the side, then I'll flip them and fry the other side. I am going to cut my onion up because this will go in when the steaks are done. And you know, if you go out to a restaurant, they have, it's called hamburger steak. Well, it ain't really steak. It's just fried hamburger. I'm having trouble with this onion, don't want to come apart. We'll get her on. Go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. These already smell so good. Now this meatloaf, it does have onion in it. The meatloaf mixture. You can't beat this, I'm telling you. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this onion. It just don't want to come apart. Never had that problem before. So we'll see what we can do here. Well, I'm not peeling off. Normally it just, you can grab it and it just peels right off. But it don't want to do any of that for me today. I'm going to cut this in half again. And there we go. Got it. Try this one. Get underneath that. This one came off a little bit better. I sure hope you're all having a wonderful day today. Okay. Now you don't want this hamburger to cook all the way through. So let's check these out. They are ready to flip. I am going to move you up a little closer. So I don't have a camera person. It's just me. Me. So let's flip these over. Oh yeah. Smelling so good. Yes. Like mine a little dark. Oh. Down just a bit. And we're going to cook them on the side for probably about 10 minutes. Now I'm going to slice up these onions because we will be putting these in on top of the meat. Whoops, when it gets done. You watch your fingers when you're doing this. If you don't have whole onions, you can use minced onion. Whatever you have on hand. Yep. And we're set. Oh my goodness, I wish they had smell vision, you know, with this new technology. You all could smell this. Nothing like it. It smells so wonderful. So as soon as that gets done, I'm going to bring you back. So these are ready to be taken out of the skillet. You can see they have gotten nicely on both sides. Or they ground beef patties, hamburger patties, meatloaf patties. They're not done, and you don't want them to be done all the way. Now I'm going to scrape up the bits out of the bottom of this skillet. These onions. Yes, I am. And they just don't want to come apart. Never seen anything like it, but throw that around. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of butter to that. Put some added flavor. Yummy. And you know what else I'm going to add to this? I'm going to add just a bit of garlic. I gotta find my garlic. Here we go. I'm gonna add maybe just a tablespoon of minced garlic. Or a heaping. There we go. Throw that around. Oh, Y'all like to smell garlic? Love, love, love. And you know garlic's good for you. Real good for you. Good for your heart. And a garlic capsule, your gel capsules and garlic. If you have any animals, give them a garlic capsule every day and they will not have fleas or ticks. There's something about that garlic gets in the pores of their skin and the ticks and fleas will not stay on their skin. So we got all of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of flour to this. Now it depends on how much gravy you want. I want a lot of gravy. So let's just sprinkle some flour in there as a rule of thumb as for every teaspoon of oil or grease you have, you want a teaspoon of flour. And let's mix this up and we're going to cook that flour because you do not want raw flour because you'll get that raw taste. So, you know, so we want to cook this for a minute maybe. And what we're going to do is we're going to add our beef back in there. Our Salisbury steak patties. Let's add them back in because we're going to put these onions right on top. Look at that. Get all that goodness off that plate. Simple meals. This was way back in the Depression time, you know. They made meals to stretch. Yes, they did. So let's get all these together here and let's put these onions on top. Like so. Now, we're going to add some beef broth. And at this point, I'm turning up my skillet. And I'll probably add maybe half of a carton to start out with. Oh yeah, good Lord, smells so good. About a half a carton. And this will be a little runny, but no worries, because this is going to thicken as it cooks. Yes, it is. When this is done, our mashed taters would get done, and then I could plate this up. But you could see it's already starting to do a little thickening going on here. Oh yeah. We'll give it just a minute and see. May add some more broth. Because I do like the gravy because I could do this. Put this on top of my mashed potatoes and then also gravy with bread. Oh. I sure wish you all could smell this. We're just going to put some on top. We're going to let this simmer. And you will turn this down just like you would a stovetop. Turn it down so it doesn't stick. Occasionally, you want to check it because, like I said, this will thicken and you'll know whether to add more. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of this broth. Oh yeah, I want to get as much meat covered as possible. So we did use, this is a 32 ounce, and you will see this will thicken. So I'm going to cover this and let this cook on about a medium high, so my electric skillet is right at 325. So we are going to cover this and let it do its business. When it's done, I will bring you back. So our steaks, our Salisbury steak is done. So let's take a look. The gravy has thickened up. Oh yeah. Now I could add, I think I want to add a little bit of water to this. All because I don't want to open up another carton of beef broth. So we're just going to add a little bit of water because my gravy's just a little thicker than I like. Thin this up a little bit. Oh yeah. My electric skillet here, I think it's about seen its days. I think I've had this electric skillet, I don't know, 20 years or more. But it's about seen its days. It just doesn't cook even anymore. One side gets hotter than the other. So, yeah, that's about like I like it. So let me show you here. Just about like, look at that. Thick, oh my goodness, and ooh, so good. I'm going to share this. I'm going to fix up a little dish for my neighbor over here. So I'm going to turn this down to very low. And we're going to plate this up. My mashed taters are done. I fix my mashed potatoes with salt, pepper, lots of butter, and I use whipping cream in my mashed potatoes. So I'm going to dip me up some potatoes. Look at that. And always keep in mind that beef broth has a lot of sodium in it. So you really don't want to salt your Salisbury steaks until after. And then that way you'll know if you need to add some more. So I am going to plate this up. Yes, I am. Right on top of my potatoes. Look at that. Spread that around. Oh my goodness. I know y'all are hungry. Look. Now this is down home cooking. Yes, it is. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so we'll do a taste test. So we are ready to give this a try. What do you think? I know. I could just have the mashed taters and the gravy, and I'd be good with that. That gravy, is absolutely delicious. Well, I'll tell you what, it is really good. If you've never had Salisbury steak, y'all have to try this. It's absolutely delicious, very tender. Very, very, very good. Leave in your comments. Have you tried Salisbury steak before? Have you done it on the stove? Have you done it in an electric skillet? You know, I've done it both ways. I've even done it in an oven. But it's a lot quicker doing it on the stove or in your electric skillet. So, that's what I have for you today. Also, my sister got me a Pampered Chef, a quick cooker. And she got it at a yard sale and didn't have no cookbook or anything like that in it. And I've never used one of them, so I'm going to take you over here to the table and show you. I'm going to do a pot roast in it. She was saying that you could do a pot roast in about 30 minutes, but I question if you put your meat in, your potatoes and the carrots, is your carrots and potatoes going to be all mushy before the meat's done? I don't know. When I do a pot roast on the stove, I always cook the meat first, and then the last maybe 30 minutes, I'll add the potatoes and the carrots. So, I just thought I would bring that to your attention and show you. Don't know nothing about the Pampered Chef. She gave $10 for this. What do you think? You think she got a good deal for me? She thought I could use it for my videos. So yeah, I'm back over here because my meal is getting cold. So that's what I have for you today. And as always, be kind in your words and never fight evil with evil. And I say that because we do get, at least I do get a few nasty comments. But, you know, it is what it is. You got to take the good with the bad. I don't edit my videos. It's just me. I'm showing you real life here in my kitchen. You know, I'm not a fancy cook or any of its kind. I don't feel like I should have to go in there and dress up and do my hair all fancy and all that stuff just to do a home-cooked meal. So, give me your thoughts on that. Until the next video. As always, God loves you, and so do I.